All right, guys. I don't like to start off like this, especially on a reaction to a phenomenal fight, but they fucked with our live feed again. And I wasn't showing anything. You couldn't even really hear anything out there, meaning of the free fight that's being on. So it has nothing to do with copyright infringement, okay? And as you can see, go back to my other live. I don't know if it's a different one, but it shows that I was frozen for the last half, the most important half of the fights. Anyhow, that was the first Around the Bell show, calling the shots. There's going to be different little shows for that one show of Around the Bell. This one's technically the calling the shots to an actual live fight. We're going to have another one where it's breakdowns, where we're just watching old fights, new fights, things like that, and we're breaking it down. Right?
Yeah, I was going to mention that. I was going to say we should, if you guys are interested, if you guys ever want to watch a fight with us, one of these old school fights, and just analyze what they're doing and what the new boxers are doing and what these old boxers did and how they learned and how it has evolved. And you can see the evolution of my brother too, from his fights to now. Well, obviously he hasn't had no fights, but the way he trains. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm going to get back to it, especially bare knuckle fighting, because that's what I'm mastering. I wish I could show you now, but there's nothing I can punch really hard, but I can show you I can fucking punch so hard. Solid stuff.
Growing up with this guy, it was funny because he would be we would be chilling with a bunch of friends, homies, as you would say, and my brother's doing push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the walls, and you're like, "What the fuck you doing, bro?" He's like, "Man, I'm just training myself." You know what I'm saying? What are you training for? We used to tell him all the time. What are you training for? And he's like, "I'm just training. I gotta get my body ready." I'm like, "Okay, cool, man." You know what I'm saying? And everybody always used to trip out on him on how he used to do crazy stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else is drinking, smoking, all that stuff. This guy's working out over here in the back and shit. And like, what the fuck, dude? Come on, join the party. But he's already in his own party. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. So some of the shit that he's talking about, man, you gotta understand, man. It comes from experience. You know what I'm saying? It don't come from just talking or saying that, oh, I can or I could. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that guy? Shit. I don't know if you guys know that guy, man.
Brandon or something? I forgot.
Yeah, Brad Bassman or something like that. Hold on. Let me look this guy up right.
But I am a little disappointed, guys, because I couldn't feed you guys this reaction. I wish I was so into this stuff. I was so busy trying to set all this up, and I totally forgot to put the second laptop that's right here so it can record live without the live feed, so that in case the shit that keeps happening, I have another copy of it, and then I can re-upload this. Now I can't because I totally forgot because I was so into trying to entertain you guys. All right, I've been investing a lot of money in a lot of things. Pretty soon, you guys are gonna see what those investments are. So eventually, I'm gonna have to do fund drives, okay, so that I can keep doing this comfortably. And you might be like, there's very few viewers now, but they might be like, what do you mean? And eventually, you guys will see, man, the things that I have, it's gonna become viral, and you're gonna be like, fuck, I should have started following on way back then, and I should have contributed. And it's not about contributing to me, because all the money that's going to come to me when you guys do help out, it's going to go back to the community. I don't need anything. I don't have children, like babies, to look after. I don't have a wife. I don't even have a fucking girlfriend, pardon that French. But I'm that dedicated to my temple. But the point is I don't need money. I don't need anything. Not a single thing in the sense of material-wise. So any money that comes in at this point is going to go back to the community in one shape or form.
And the name I was thinking was Ed Bassman. Bassmaster. I'm sure.
What about him?
I forgot, but I was talking about already. He's funny dude. You gotta go check him out on YouTube and
shit. So let's see what Andre Ward is saying. Respect to the young man, a new star born. When you take it from a champion like that, you gotta give respect where respect is due. At least now, it is going through. So at least now, You can see the fucking proof that I was talking about, the biorhythms. It showed it. All right. I told you guys that Lomachenko, his physical biorhythm is at 100% negative. Literally, I cannot make this up. Like I told you guys, look up his age, his birthday, which is February 17th, 1988. But you look it up just to be safe. Clock it into the biorhythm calculator. Put today's date because that's the target date because it's today's fight, and you will see his physical aspect was 100% low. Now that's just physical. Okay, he's conditioned, but you know what? Physical biorhythms, the main thing that it controls is hand to eye coordination, and it showed it here. Lomachenko should have done way better. I don't care what the fuck the Lopez team did. Lomachenko should have done a lot better, but he couldn't. It wasn't because of his age, my friends. It was because of the biorhythms. Um, and I fucking told you guys. Look at my live feed. At least they didn't erase that. The one I did earlier today when I'm training outside in my home. And I told you guys, it's impossible. We're gonna see Lomachenko. Some of us are gonna see Lomachenko win on points. Well, technically we didn't. I thought we were, but we didn't. I said we might see that. But even though we see that, Lopez is no matter what is gonna get called. Why? Because there's politics, a lot of money to be made on both sides for entire boxing. It needs to be saved in the public's eyes because right now it's losing interest. Boxing will never go away, but it's losing interest because of other stupid fights that have happened before. But the point is I said that even though we were going to see Lomachenko win on points again, but he didn't, that Lopez was going to be called the winner no matter what because it is needed, because it's going to be better for even, I know it sounds crazy, but it will, for Lomachenko because what's going to be the next fight? Are you fucking kidding me? You're going to tell me that no one's going to want to fight part two? And you know when it's going to happen? It's going to happen by February. You know when? By his birthday. A little bit before February 17th. Because no matter what, Loma's going to win that one. I'm calling it right now. And he's going to celebrate brightly, beautifully. And then the third one will be around May. Okay, maybe even the May 5th date, around that time. And Lopez will win that one. I'm calling it right now. All right? And tomorrow I'll look up a few of those dates up ahead to see where I can find an up and down on both Lopez and Lomachenko, meaning biorhythms. And I guarantee you, one of the fights is going to fall on those days where either Loma or Lopez is at this lowest because biorhythms don't lie. Biorhythms don't lie. As you can see in this fight. Look at the fight again, guys. Slow motion or fast doesn't matter. How can I put it? You will see who the fuck is more exhausted, who the fuck is more frustrated. Lopez should have been frustrated, but not once did he get frustrated. And he should have got frustrated for many headbutts that Lomachenko literally did, intentionally did. Okay? Like I said on my other feed, and it didn't come out because it was blocked, but look, I lost respect for Lomachenko from this point on. Lomachenko as a man. The fighter, I can never lose respect for that man. For that fighter, for that boxer, for that warrior, for that heart that he has. But as a man, I lost respect for him today. Lomachenko. And in fact, when he was done, when the fight was over, okay, this is how fucking no integrity and no honor Lomachenko has. Look at the first fight he lost in the amateurs. He was already crying. There's nothing wrong with crying. Trust me, watch my videos. There's videos where I'm fucking crying. Because it's okay to be emotional because you release. But anyways, the point is he was already crying before the fucking round was over. Before they even said who won, he was already crying like a baby. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Even though it sounds that way. Now, on this one, you can tell he already knew he was losing, and that's why he was doing a lot of beyond dirty boxing. I lost respect for Lomachenko as a man, as a fighter, as an athlete, as a team, as a boxer. It will always be the same because that fucking team is phenomenal. Even though with this loss, that loss doesn't mean anything to me as a team towards Lomachenko. Because the loss don't mean shit. Look at Salvador Sanchez. He lost one fight. But look at all these other fights. Phenomenal fights. Sadly, he died when he was too young. There's other boxers that have lost at least 1 to 2 fights. Look at Pacquiao. You're going to tell me you don't like Pacquiao? You don't love Pacquiao? He has 3, 4 losses already. But that's no problem. Because he has, what is it, like 76 fights already? Are you kidding me? And most of them are knockouts? You know, that's that. But I'm just saying. So, like I was saying, when the fight was over, Lomachenko barely give a slight respect to Lopez just by looking him in the eyes, and that's it. Lopez actually tried to hug him and actually tried to say, like, bro, that was phenomenal. Even though you fucking cut me in your shit, but hey, that was cool. And Lomachenko's one at that, and Lopez was like, whatever, fuck it, I know I won. He already knew he had won. And Loma already knew he had lost. Again, there's nothing. See, 34 body shots by Lopez compared to 20 body shots by Lomachenko, and Lomachenko's body shots weren't even effective at all. All of Teofemo Lopez shots were very effective, very fucking penetrating. Actually, there was like 3 of them where Lomachenko kind of backed up, but it still sent him shock. And as you can see, it killed his legs. Watch that fight again and look at Lomachenko's legs after the 10th round. You're going to see they're wobbling. Not because he's hurt. It's because his lactic acid was built up and his physicality was 100% negative today. I know it sounds like I'm fucking... are you fucking kidding me? Okay, it is on. Okay, goodness. So, the comments. Sorry, let's get back to the comments. It's crazy how they fucking did that to us. But let's see who's on here right now. Mr. Raven, yeah, brother, on missed fight. Lost ya. How'd it go? Yeah, Mr. Raven. Headbutting, not good. Show of character. Mr. Raven, did you actually get to watch it, or are you just repeating some of what me and my brother were talking about with the headbutts and things like that, or what I was saying right now? But yeah, watch that fight. You will know, Mr. Raven, with your experience, you will know if those headbutts were intentional or not. If they were from frustration or if they were from strategy. They were not from strategy. Well, it was partially strategy, but at this level, that honor will not be honored by me. It's like Emiliano Zapata said. I'm pretty sure it was Emiliano Zapata. He said, "I can forgive the el ladrón, the bandit, the robber, not the robber, burglar. I can forgive the burglar or a murderer because sometimes they do it out of love, but I will never forgive a fucking traitor." He didn't say fucking traitor, but you know that's what he meant. But that's what Emiliano Zapata said. I can forgive the murderer and this and that because technically, yeah, they do it out of love. But a traitor, that's never done out of love. It's done out of fake love. You might betray somebody because you think you love something else other than that thing, and that's why you might betray it. But that can never be forgiven. Not in this lifetime, not in another fucking lifetime, not in any fucking cell, nothing. So anyways, that's what I'm saying. I lost respect for the man in Lomachenko, but not the fighter, not the boxer, not the team. They're phenomenal. They're going to keep being phenomenal. And he's nowhere near done. Not because he has low fights. He probably is going to fight. Well, because of the money, he will fight a lot more here. But if it wasn't for the money, Lomachenko wouldn't fight here anymore. Because he already lost 2 very close fights. That was a close fight. I will give you that much. But overall, you can see what you've seen. And you'll see that, yeah, Lomachenko got fucked up on this one. All right? You can see the way he was walking. You can see his face. You can see everything. Everything. And I will tell you this much, though. Maybe what I was seeing was the exhaustion of the biorhythm, and it wasn't the exhaustion that he got beat up. But I'm telling you, he got beat up. So, I didn't miss the fight, Mr. Raven. I'm replying to someone that commented. For those of you seeing this in the future, I did see the fight. Me and my brother were calling it fucking phenomenally well. I was surprised my brother kicked in, came through here, and started going along with me because it was very difficult to call in the sense that I couldn't keep up with what was happening, and I was running out of breath and shit like that. Goodness, I wish that was recorded, man.
And I think that next time we'll put on some gloves, me and him, for fights like
yes, and literally
show you what's going on the screen.
Perfect
I think
idea.
that would be kind of cool to actually watch, where we'll have enough space, not this little tiny space,
it would be
but a little bit more space where we kind of show you what's going on the screen. You know, so especially with some of these fights that you can't watch, like say pay-per-view ones. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to do that with my brother. So next time you will see us kind of sparring in a way, and what we see is what's actually happening in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Again, we're true entertainers by nature. True entertainers by nature. My father was he is. He's not passed away, but I was gonna say he was, but he can still play. He was a musician, a singer, a locutor, meaning a radio host in LA. Like he was in Spanish shows that were actually pretty decently famous. I was actually interviewed, not by him, but me. He got me an interview with several other gang members that lived where we lived at. But for some reason, I wasn't a gang member, but for some reason they chose me to go to this radio interview when I was 13 years old or something like that, because they wanted a little bit of all points of view. You know, me not being young, trying not to be a gang member, things like that, being not stimulated, but not motivated. That's the damn shit. Influenced by the situations that is happening outside my home. We had drive-bys at least once a month for over 5 years, or I forgot, 6. Holy smokes, 8 years we lived there.
Yeah. But that's what got us here, and that's what makes us stronger, and that's what keeps us motivated to bring some of this up. And if you see me kind of ducking, there is a chandelier right here. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm doing this. You know, I'm not trying to be like.
Yeah, can stand right here, stand next to me.
You know what I'm saying?
Because this is my little brother. Literally, came out from the same womb,
still pointing
same parents, and look, he's freaking taller than me.
Darker, you know what I'm saying? That guy came out of the fucking the chocolate factory. I came out of the caramel chat factory.
There used to be a joke that in Latin America, it's not just Mexican, but when something like this occurs where there's like a light-skinned one, and when everybody else is a little bit darker complexed, they make a joke where his father is the lechero, which is the milkman.
Remember the milkman used to leave with the fucking milk and stuff?
Like in the old school, you used to have the white truck, white suit, white cap, white milk, usually a white man. No, I'm just kidding. But technically, that was, you know, the old advertisements. But again, no racist. No racist.
El hijo del lechero is how you call it. You know, it's just a double meaning kind of thing for us in Spanish.
And really quick, back to the entertainment is by nature, that we're entertainers by nature. Is we've been putting on shows like hip hop shows. We've been hosting shows where we had like graffiti artists doing art on sexy women's bodies and things like that. And we used to have artists from different parts of California come through and do these shows, and we used to perform in front for years on end. So I mean, we have different ways to entertain, and we still record music. This guy, you should hear his music, at least in the hip hop rap scene. With me, it's pretty unique, and when you hear it, you be like, wait, that's you? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's not really rap, it's not hip hop, but it's really soulful, blues-like, classic rock. That's why you're saying like it's melodic, kind of. It's R&B-ish, like because
mythical.
I add that soul.
It's crazy. It's different, man. Go check them out. Galactico.
Hence, Mr. Raven, why I'm Soul Reviver.
Galactico number 9. Is it number 9?
It's just Galactico, but it's spelled instead of with the G, galactic. It's a 9 because I'm a life path number 9.
Yeah. And then you can check out my music at, Bueno Loco, Outlaw Mafia Entertainment, all that stuff. Other than that, My company, well, it's half, well, part owner kind of, with my buddy, DJR. Saying we do flooring and stuff like that. Go check that out on IG. You see the other talent that I do have, which is construction, building houses, making America beautiful again. You know what I'm saying? We do build America in every shape, way, or form.
And that's the thing. Our entertainment that we bring is to empower society, especially communities. We don't fucking talk about dumb bullshit about treating women bad and this and that and wanting to kill this and that and this. Nah, man. We talk about true stuff that encompasses everything that is necessary to ascend the consciousness to a higher level.
Also, we come from a background that just rough. Obviously you hear it from us and you hear little stories, whatever, and just little quick little stories that we're giving you. But there's community service that we try to do too. In my part, I am president of the One Life Bike Club. You'll see more of me and my bike and everything all over. It's one of the most unique bikes you'll ever see. You can probably check it out on my Facebook. I got a couple pictures up in there. But yeah, check it out. And I do work with the community. A lot of times I've done a lot of community service. Obviously, I had to do some with, over a ticket. But it inspired me to do more and more. I was working with Salvation Army downtown in San Diego. I was doing the cook prep and all that stuff. So we do little stuff. I haven't done much lately, but it's something that we're going to start working on doing here in Lancaster, Palmdale, Port Hills, is cleaning up the streets. There's so much junk and stuff out there. So eventually those that live here in Lancaster, stuff like that, just get in contact with us, through wherever, IG, Facebook, whatever, and we'll organize, because eventually I'm going to organize a cleanup crew to clean up these streets, man, because it's crazy out here, man. We got to take a time to actually pay attention to Mother Earth, you know what I'm saying? Because, we only have one Earth, one Mother, and, we got to take care of her, you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, with that in mind, we gotta clean up our act.
Yep.
So just like I started the other live feed, all right. If you want, you grab one. If you don't, I will. But this is gonna be a moment of silence for those who have lost the fight to cancer, and for those who are in the fight now, and to those family members who are suffering from it, from either that loss or from the fight that is continuing on. We're gonna give you guys honor. We're gonna honor you guys right now, okay? So we're gonna have a 10 count bell ring right now for you. We're gonna have a moment of silence. Please join us. Thank you. Is that 9? And then, yeah. I thought I miscounted, but I went a little too deep right now and I lost count.
I did too, because I was worried about my wife coming out and yelling at us because that bell's fucking loud. But either way, that's the respect, and I'll hear it from my wife later, so you guys don't have to hear it now.
But like I mentioned before, you guys don't know, but our mother transitioned from the physical back in January 20th of this year, diagnosed
with lupus.
Lupus is what was the cause of her death.
But before that, she had battled already ovarian cancer, leukemia. It was bad. It was bad. All her life, it was just a struggle. It was tough. It was tough for everybody. I'm barely even letting go, man. It's almost been almost a year. But it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Big depression. I don't know how he took it. I took it bad. You know what I'm saying? But we're still here, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't push, then, Mom would be mad at us because we would be cowards and rankers and whatever.
This is why I've never been knocked out. This is why I've never been on the ground. Out of I stopped counting at 144 street fights when I was only 17. I got in many more after that. That's not including the 200 I fought against him. Not exactly two, but it was probably most likely more. And I mean, not only like little, fuck you, give me my milk bag. No, it was fucking big time stuff.
I hit him with the iron once. Yeah, and a cup.
But I lost the point I was making, not because you said that, it's just I lost track. What was I saying, dude? I totally forgot. Transitioning. Our mother transitioned. Yeah, I still forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah,
oh, well.
I wish I had your brain.
What was it? The fighting? Fuck, I forgot. Oh, well. But with this in mind, please join us in the near future because this is going to get way better. Okay? Everything. We're not going to be cut off like we keep being cut off. All these things. One way or another, we're going to fix this. All right? I'll say it out loud. I've been fucked with for so many years by more than just YouTube. Okay? Because of the content that I share. Like my brother was saying earlier, I try to block it out because I try not to listen to that weird, meek, humble thing. But they've been fucking with us so much. Him in different ways, but with me when I try to present to the public. And that's going to stop. But as you can see, this is going to change. Pretty soon I'm going to have an unboxing because I have many boxes still in the box of many equipment, electronic equipment, podcasting equipment, recording equipment, things like that that's going to maximize and optimize these presentations that we have where we have different cameras and I can click. I have all that stuff. Where it switches is going to be different cameras and then we'll be able to show you clips much easier. There's going to be many things that's going to make this more of an interactive experience and I'll be able to communicate with you guys because then he'll be helping me and we're going to get a team to where there's people behind the boards to where I don't have to like go over here, go back and what was it in this and that. You know what I'm saying? And we could just literally be hosts of Around the Bell. That's the last time I do that.
By the way, happy Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Have a good one out there. Be aware, stay safe, and be vigilant. Always, man. Always. Especially on these times, man, for all the stuff that's happening, man. Always be aware, man. Be helpful, man. Doesn't matter the color. Doesn't matter the age. It doesn't matter where you come from, your religion, anything. You gotta be vigilant to these people that are our neighbors, man. Because eventually, one day, you're gonna need that cup of sugar, man, and you need it for someone. You know what I'm saying? That's how we all need something. We always have to look out for everybody out here. From the stuff that's going on, we already know. But we won't get into no politics because it's not about that shit. Mm-hmm. We're about just keeping you happy, keeping you entertained, and like I said, happy Halloween. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you later, man. But take it away, buddy.
Hold on. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Joseph. You know what I'm saying? I go on Facebook by What a Local Joseph Medina. That's HUEROLOWKO Medina, MEDINA. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll be adding all that information on the description and stuff like that.
Also, Outlaw Mafia Entertainment, obviously, that's a YouTube page that I have with music and playlists that you can check out the music that I have from my music to other people's music, to people that I know, to people that I've worked with, to just beautiful music that I've just collected throughout the years from old school funk. I'm a funk type of guy.
I told you guys, I said that earlier.
I'm a funk type of guy, but I love all kinds of music. Check out that Outlaw Mafia page. It's fucking cool. The playlist is the best, man. I got everything from like chilling and grilling to para tomar from the Mexican people out here to that new age, Chicano Batman stuff. Ooh, who loves Chicano Batman? Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it, man. You know what I'm saying? But hell yeah, check me out. Look it up. Check this guy out. Check out his fights. His music is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It'll put you on the mood, so don't even trip.
All right, so don't forget, you're limited to creativity. Pain is temporary. Pride is eternal, meaning fulfillment lasts forever. The fight will be worth it, whether it's mental, physical, spiritual, or emotional. The universe within, Y-O-U, the universe within will reciprocate dearly. My name is Jesus Netzaya Medina, aka Striker when it comes to the fight game. And I'm bringing you Soul Reviver, SOL, Spark of Light, School of Light, Society of Luminaries, rehabilitating every vessel or veteran internally via emotions and resonance. Again, resonance as in music and other forms of resonance, vibration, frequency, energy. If you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in those terms, and you will optimize and expand your reality, because as above, so below, as inside, so outside. Perception is projection. Anything you want to add?
Remember to check out that 1, 2, 3, 4 flash.
That's the main one. I didn't even mention it.
I know, because this is a little lost right now. He hasn't even ate. That's why. That's the whole point. He's over here tripping. He hasn't even ate, okay? But you gotta give it to him, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully next fight is gonna be better, way better. We're gonna make sure that shit's fucking done right, man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about the delays and all that stuff. And I hope you enjoy this, bro.
Thank you for mentioning that. I didn't even tell him to do that, but that goes to show you. No wonder. I was like, oh, it's only backwards there. But it's backwards here, because it's not backwards there.
Not a mirror. But I guess, hey, he has to eat, man.
That goes to show you. I didn't tell him to mention that. That's what I was going to say. I didn't tell him to mention that. But look, he mentioned it. That goes to show you how much I'm dedicated to try to entertain you. And look, things that I go through. I get blocked and all these things. I get frustrated, yes, you know, and it's not helping my PTSD, but it's not a bad thing. I'm not suffering, especially being here with family. Are you kidding me? I'm finally going to be human right now. I'm not going to say exactly what I'm going to do, but it's going to be a nice time to relax and unwind. And in case you don't understand what the true meaning of relax and unwind means, is unwinding not only your ligaments and tendons in a metaphoric sense, but especially the fascia. And the 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, let me do it again. The 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 flush is going to help you do that.
1, 2, 3, 4 flush. Yeah, I said it 4 times.
It's going to help you unwind that fascia. Wait till you hear and experience and see the information I have on fascia alone. You're going to be like, what? And you're going to know that it's true, not because I said it, because you're going to be like, that makes sense. Let me look this up. It's going to be hard to find because there are keeping it somewhat secret, just barely, 7 years now that it's come out in the public how important fascia truly is, because it is like fiber optics. It can literally conduct light as energy. Our fascia, it literally looks like harp strings, like nylon strings. And when you twist something hard, the epidermis gets ripped, but the fascia, it unattaches and then attaches somewhere else where it's safer. It really does do that. This is why people used to sunbathe. People don't really understand why they sunbathe. They think it's just vitamin D and this and no, it's beyond that. When the sun hits your retina, it comes back and it produces energy, right? That feeds your pineal gland and then creates vitamin D. But then the sun, when it goes through, you're nearly transparent. It's nearly transparent. It really is. Can't you see my fucking veins? Aside from them being sticking out, this one's not sticking out. You can clearly see that vein. That means our epidermis, our skin, the biggest organ in the body, is technically transparent. It might not seem that way, but it is technically. And therefore, when the sun hits it, no matter where it's sitting at, it helps produce way beyond sunny D, meaning vitamin D. Okay, so there's more information eventually I want to bring to you. Sorry to make this long, but hey, it is what it is. Now you see why I keep getting caught off and things like that, because I release this type of information. But wait till you understand the biorhythms and all that. Wait till you see how you're going to be able to go into the future in a metaphoric way, go into the past by checking out your biorhythms. I already had a few friends that I taught them these things, and they're like, holy shit, let me look back. This thing would happen when I was 22 that was really major, and sure enough, everything was low. And once they knew that, they were able to transmute that, and that trauma went away. It really does work that way. Ho'oponopono. All right, I gotta stop because I could keep going for hours on end about this connecting the dots in this form. But with this, what I mentioned, I implement this into my martial arts, my self-defense, my fighting style, thanks to Miyamoto Musashi, the Book of Five Rings. All right, always train everything so that you can use it at any time and it can be used with anything. That's a true form of martial arts. So that means you can defend yourself with the broomstick. You can defend yourself with the not a toothpick. Well, it can be possible, but chopsticks. Anyways, gotta get going. One love, one life. We're together. Our light will shine much brighter. Peace. May be with you at all times.